did you get inspired by, this, one figure or another, like in Spain or US or all over the world in particular?
Well, I've looked at more about people that I know or that I heard of or I've seen in the news in Spain. People that are in the government, people that runs football clubs, people that owns companies, or even I remember working as a waiter, and I had a boss that he was not like the one that he portrayed, but he had some elements of him. He was very much a nice, warm, caring person that all of a sudden, when you realize he hasn't paid you for more than a month and a half, and you've been forgiving him because he's nice, and he makes you think that he really is there for you when he wasn't. So he's that kind of person that's the dangerous one, because the other one that is obvious, you see it coming from far, so you can stop it or stop her. But are these kind of people that can become a monster, such as Harvey Weinstein, which I had the chance to know him a little bit. I wasn't aware of the atrocities he did, but I understand that he was a very charming man, very smart, very funny, and then all of a sudden, I guess you are caught in his maneuvers, and is very dangerous
from different perspectives. So for you, how much was important to show, that it comes natural when people are frustrated, that can do really bad things, way or in another, and to show also the struggle of the individual for his right, the fight that the worker that is like fired and is decided to do the strike in front of the. How much was important to you to show also that aspect in the movie?
Yeah, a lot. No, I mean, especially this last part that you mentioned, all of it. No, but this part of what you mentioned about this character he's not expected to do that because he's not like a strong worker. He's somebody who's just desperate, and out of desperation, he goes out there right in front of the factory and places his car and starts living there because he doesn't have a place to live. I mean, he's really in trouble. And he becomes a real problem for Blanco, specifically this week, when he's waiting for the commission to come. And then I like that character because it's like he's strong, but he's alone, no? And very often he's like crying out loud, as you saw in the film, like the people will be united, these kind of things, and it's not united at all. No? I mean, there is no anyone else supporting him. No, none of the workers are going to cross the streets because they know that they will be the next ones. No? This happens a lot. I mean, I've seen that personally. I mean, that's that fear, no? That when somebody is in trouble, instead of going next to them and support them and being strong, which is something that used to happen with in other kind of industries, no? I mean, in the working class and people supporting and committing with this kind of situations. In a lot of professions, it's right the opposite. No, when somebody's in trouble, people will step away. No, in order because they will be afraid of being the next ones. No, so the film is also about that. No, and I like the idea of this character being there. It's also like a kind of a Quixote, like a Don Quixote, because he's like he's not like he has a strong working conscience. No, he's desperate. No, and out of desperation, he becomes so strong that he will face and confront the boss. No, as some of the other characters will. No? And then this is where frustration comes. No, I mean comes in, no? Because Blanco can't manage that situation. He can manage some other situations. And then he will use that power that he has, no? And I think that for sure Blanco thinks he's fair. I think Blanco thinks of himself like he's fair and honest. But when he really needs to get something and he can't, he will go that far, no? And he will cross some red lines, no? And that will bring pain, not for some of the workers, but also even for himself.